During 50 Cent's rise to fame and fortune, he may have taken a few bullets, but it was a small price to pay for the lifestyle he's rocking now. 50 Cent dropped $4.1 million on Mike Tyson's former party pad in Farminton, Connecticut, and then spent an additional $6 million on renovating the 50,000 square foot mansion.
Just like a small hotel.
50 likes to roll around in blue cars. He's picked up a blue Lambo, an F-130 Ferrari, a Range Rover, and a Rolls-Royce Ghost, all in chrome blue. On top of this, he's also been spotted in a Yamaha YZF R1, and this ain't even all his cars. He's also been spotted flying in a personal jet where he shows off some of his other pricey purchases.
So look at that, man. I'm looking at it like that. Ooh wee! That's what 200,000 look like on the net, boy.
At the time of this recording, 50 Cent's net worth is estimated to be $16 million according to CelebrityNetWorth.com. You probably expected this number to be much higher, but in 2015 he filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy seeking protection. Now it's speculated that 50 Cent's bankruptcy move is to get rid of paying punitive damages in a sex tape lawsuit, but in reality, when the judge ain't looking, it seems like his net worth is probably a lot closer to 50 million and maybe even as high as 150 million bucks.
That project was a huge success for me. I sold over 3.8 million.
It's pretty hard to believe that the courts are buying his $16 million sob story. I mean, he earned $100 million in one day when he sold vitamin water to Coca-Cola. Clearly the dude has been blowing through a shit ton of cash. I guess it ain't cheap being a PIMP. Take a look at 50's financial come up and what he spent his fortune on here for you on The Rich Life. My name is Mike McCrudden and I got a question for you guys. What was 50 Cent's childhood nickname? And it wasn't 50 Cent. The answer is actually in the Before They Were Famous video I made on 50 Cent, but take a guess down below and I'll answer it at the end of this video. Also, be sure to let me know who you want me to do next on The Rich Life.
If I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me?
Curtis Jackson III was born on July 6, 1975 in Queens, New York, and was raised by a single mother, a crack dealer, who left him with his grandparents while she took to the streets. He never knew his father and his mother. She died when he was still young. From there, he spent his formative years living with his grandparents.
My mom passed away. I had to come live with my grandparents, and this is the house.
Now, I've gone into much greater detail about his come-up story in his Before They Were Famous video, all about him hustling on street corners at the age of 11, his time in boot camp, and his strategy of picking fights with other rappers to get their attention. It all worked out for 50 because in 2003, his debut album Get Rich or Die Tryin' was ranked #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. In 2003, 50 actually took home over $5 million, a figure he would double the following year and double again in 2005. For the next part of that decade, 50 Cent would be pulling in anywhere from $20 to $70 million a year.
Like when I look at Forbes every year when we come and they put us on the list, I'm like, yeah, man. I've been here 10 years straight, right? I ain't put an album out in 3 years, I sustained my spot.
Okay, let's take a look at how 50 Cent earned his fortune. MoneyNation.com has broken it down, and he pulled in roughly around $25 million from albums and single sales. Concerts earned him another $75 million, and his YouTube channel boasting almost 3 billion views, well, that's easily another $6 million. But 50 also saw the power of celebrity as a better means of bulking up his bank account, more so than other artists. 50 has signed high-dollar deals with BMW, Suzuki, the NFL, Right Guard, and inked a $78 million deal with Frigo Revolution Wear to push a new line of underwear. And that was as recent as 2014. And we still haven't even started talking about his deal with Reebok.
Time with RBK, I got about $80 million out of it.
On top of this, there was also his sale of vitamin water to Coca-Cola, which most people pegged as a $100 million deal. So why is everyone always talking about 50 Cent being broke? Well, with all his business wins, there have also been a shit ton of business losses. His G-Unit clothing business, well, that went under in 2009. And when he filed for bankruptcy protection, he stated that it was his failed business dealings that caused him to go into the red. Or down to 16 million. So, you know.
This one, right here. This is my auntie's house right here. This right here is my house right here.
Okay, let's move on to the good stuff, what he spent his fortune on. We're gonna kick things off with his Connecticut Mansion, which 50 actually sold just last year, but it's still worth talking about because it's huge. He scooped it off the market from Mike Tyson's ex-wife in 2003 for $4.1 million. He then spent around $6 million in renovations and upgrades, including changing the house's number from 46 to 50. 50 Cent's sprawling estate covers 17 acres of land. Inside you'll find a total of 52 rooms, including 19 bedrooms and 25 full bathrooms. There's also 14 half bathrooms and multiple kitchens, dining and living rooms. There's an elevator and the house has its own nightclub, complete with stripper poles and gambling tables. Then there's an indoor pool and hot tub, a full-size gym and racquetball court that can be used as a half basketball court. There's also a plush home theater and an indoor shooting range. The master bedroom covers 2 floors itself with a spiral stairway. Outside you'll find a 1 acre sized pond with its own bridge and what looks like a large gazebo. But it turns out that's actually the guest house. There's a basketball court, a tennis court, and infinity pool. There's also a Playboy style grotto with a hot tub and waterfall. There's also a private helicopter pad on the property. And the dude who bought this place, well, he plans on turning it into a nursing home. So now I'm really wondering what he's gonna do with them stripper poles. Anyways, this is just one house. Fiddy, he's got more.
The seller, I own 2 properties in Long Island. You know, but my grandparents stay in one, and the other one is just there for when I'm in New York.
So he's got 2 properties in Long Beach. Well, at least he did. Then in 2008, his $2.4 million house, well, it was lost in a house fire while his ex-wife and his child were inside.
He tried to kill me and his own child. He told me he would have someone come do something to me. He told me, he said, watch what I do. I have someone come kill you, and that's what he did.
That was awkward. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay. He's also believed to have a house in LA in the Hollywood Hills.
How big is this house, though?
It's not that big. This one feels like it's an actual home. It's like 4 bedrooms.
In the same interview, Fiddy gave a tour of his blue car collection. His rides include a chrome Lamborghini Mercy, his Range Rover, his Ferrari F-130, his Rolls Royce Ghost, and his Pontiac GA. Oh yeah, there's also his Yamaha YZF R1.
You know, $1.9 million, so you can buy a plane. You can buy a small plane for that money.
Again, during the same interview, Fiddy confessed that he didn't own his own plane. But it looks like he changed his mind as of recent. In 2015, he posted this.
Hey, boy, you ain't the only one. Told you, boy, give me my nut. I'm big out here, boy.
So despite him filing for bankruptcy protection and all the rumors that he's broke, it seems like 50 Cent is doing just A-okay. And he's not doing too bad for a kid who was once known as Boo Boo. For real. He was still selling crack and stuff, so I guess he didn't get picked on too much. Anyway, my name is Michael McCrudden and this is the latest episode of The Rich Life. You guys gotta let us know who you want me to do a video on next in the comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in another video. Also, I read your comments from the PewDiePie video and I got a new suit. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, bye.